Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. How's it doing well? Because I'm having a wonderful day on this 14th May 2025. Here's the night. I know it's night, but we want to make some videos because of a very special thing. We have my behind the scene, which is two phones, and a computer that is not on yet. We're going to be turning it on. But I want to show you something first. And that something is actually quite important. I know it's super late, so I want to be nice to my neighbors. I want to be a self-conscious neighbor. I don't think that's the word, but you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, I don't think the problem is me. Well, the problem is definitely me. But here's the solution. There you go. Battery pack, because we didn't have enough batteries because we've been on their phone for the longest of times. So this is what we have. This is a decoration, or basically a fuck you. Because and my father was like, "Hey, you're never gonna be using this. You're never gonna be using this. Why did you buy this? That was money you didn't have." Well, look at me now, Dad. I'm using it. Now, why are we using it? Well, for a very specific reason. Because tonight there's something kind of noise. And there you go. No, I know what you're gonna say. Ink. Why order for compliments of the moon? Well, my dear friend, just like everything you do in life, you don't need to really be doing something. Sometimes you're just gonna do it. Which is the 90 too much. Just do it. Okay. Shit. Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well because they're having a wonderful day. You know what? Fuck the hat today. Feel good about myself. Feel tired, but feel good. Nah, I think I have to use the hat because we fell asleep, but we woke up to something beautiful. Let me show you. This. So you cannot see it, which shucks. Can you see it? Well, you can perfectly see this. So we're showing you the moon. So this is a little behind the scene, which is basically this one, this one, and this one, because we're watching. Also, the best one is possibly this, because we figured out how to charge your phone, and then we're gonna be able to have, after this, gonna be able to go out, do a night stroll, because I know you missed the night stroll, so let's have them back, and that's pretty much it. I'm super tired. We'll see how it goes for making videos. If it gives a, if it gives, I don't know, if it gives a good result. I'm so insecure. What is going on? There you go. That's much better, isn't it? See? Everything is fixable. So, you know what? Let's not plan it. Let's just go in full send. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And c'est la vie, as they say. C'est la vie. Don't blink, it's your Link. Welcome to the show. Because we're doing well, because we're having a wonderful day on this 14 May 2025. Today is a busy evening. I'm about to go sleep. I want to make a couple of videos for 3 reasons. The first one is we have a beautiful moon being filmed. I'll show you. And it's usually a really nice night outside. We possibly want to be doing a night stroll, which we haven't done in so fucking long. So, yeah, we'll just enjoy life. Today's video is about a gaming channel news. So this has to do with gaming, and so basically, now lately I've been going through depression, and this depression makes me really, really insecure. And we just made a video about that. See, even the hair right now, I don't fuck with it, but usually I don't give a shit about how I look, so it's really, really, really weird. Let me talk about Final Fantasy. Why am I having a hard time talking about Final Fantasy? Because it's gonna be taking a lot of place on the channel. So right now what we're doing is when we're filming, we're playing Street Fighter Tower. So 1, 2, and 3. There you go. See? Number 3. So we have 3 playthrough of the tower, and it's a game that I played a lot. It's a game that, believe me not, I have over 1,000 hours on now. Of course, we have 3 playthrough, so technically speaking, it's not 1,000 hours. It's more so 300 hours, but it's still a lot. Final Fantasy, however, so with the tower, okay, so this is a AFK. Okay, so let's call it, this is the AFK video. It's not about the Final Fantasy, about the tower. It's a mixture of both. So last time we're gonna go back all the way back in time, which is kind of nuts. So I told you guys the story about the tower, but I'll tell you guys the story again. This is gonna be a long video, so if you don't like long video, this is not for you. Back in 2023, we had a depression, and at that time I was making content, and I wasn't feeling like making videos, but I wasn't feeling like streaming. I wasn't feeling like making videos. So what we ended up doing is we found an AFK game. It's a super funny story with the tower. The super funny story is I had 2 weeks off for Christmas. So I was like, you know what? Let's find a game that I can play at work, because I'm so obsessed with making content that the 8 hours that we have at work is too much. I want to do something else. Plus, at work we had the Wi-Fi, so I could upload from the Wi-Fi at work, and I could upload from home. So basically, I was uploading the whole day. Nazdrovia. So, long story short, we play Tower. I like the game, but it doesn't really This is a crazy story. If I told you this story, if I didn't tell you this story before, you wouldn't believe me. And make sure that we're filming. We're still filming. Hell yeah. So basically, what ended up happening. What basically happened is we found this game, The Tower. So it was during the vacation, the summer vacation, because I was working in construction or something akin to construction, and we have the construction week off. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just be fucking ourselves, right? So we found some game. We found 4 games. Wordscape, which was fun. The Tower, Survivor IO, which we played a lot. I can't remember the 4th one is The Tower, of course. What the fuck? So the Tower, Wordscape, Survivor IO. I don't remember the last one. I don't know why. I think it was Planet IO or some shit like that. And I did play Survivor IO for a while. Now, what happened is we had about 2 years ago, which was again July 2023, we had the biggest rainstorm or the biggest rainfall of the century, and for 4 days I didn't have Wi-Fi. So I was looking for a game that didn't need Wi-Fi. The Tower, out of the game that I tried, was the only game that I remember not having to use Wi-Fi. That's actually a game that I loved. So the first time that we played The Tower, and this is absolutely crazy, the first time we tried The Tower was we played for 3 days. We were watching Game of Thrones, and then I was playing The Tower. Then slowly after we fell into depression. We started watching Breaking Bad and then Better Call Saul. So Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad was binge watch playing The Tower, which was also something freaking great. But The Tower was a way, and it created this entire genre of the content that we're doing. Now, ultimately speaking, we're not super famous yet. We don't have a lot of notoriety left, but we've been making content for 4 years. So, it does count a little bit, you know? I should be taking notes. Because this is some good subjects. So, give me a second. I'm just going to take a note. Okay, so we're going to be putting famous versus time and insecurity. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's good. That is good. Now don't press enter because you're gonna fuck it up. So basically what happened is I really fell in love with the tower, and I really fell in love with the tower because I was playing it while I was streaming. I was playing it at night. I was playing during work. Now, I know this is hard to believe because we're recording everything, and I was basically playing more than 12 hours a day, so how did I have the space? Well, the truth is, I had one phone, which was this one, with 1,000 gig on it, or 1 terabyte. So it wasn't that bad. However, we started playing a game, we reached 1 year, and then I lost my job because the company I was working for closed. My boss, like a father figure, took his retirement or retired. I don't know what you called. You called it. I'm French. And I was like, okay, no problem. So then I started playing the tower, and then really soon I got bored with the tower. I got really bored with the tower. Don't worry, I still remember that AFK journey. But so I got really bored with the tower. So what I ended up doing was like, you know what? I have 2 phones. I got this one and this one, right? So let's do a new tower playthrough where we're focusing on defense because I play a more offensive playthrough, right? We did a more offensive playstyle, so let's do a defensive playstyle. A day later, I swear to God, it's gonna be hard to believe, but a day later, my mom, she's sending me some food because she's worried that I'm not eating enough. The second I lose weight, she'll say, oh, you're not eating enough. And she sent me this tablet, which is right here. And on this tablet, I was like, you know what? Let's do a third playthrough. So this playthrough is called Sword, which is a very offensive. So Crown is a balance. Shield is very defensive. Sword is very offensive, right? So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts, but it makes absolute sense. So what ended up happening was we had a 3 playthrough, and the 3 playthrough were really fun. The very beginning of the 3 playthrough were very fun because we had a lot to do. But then at the same time, it's so taxing. So let's do the timeline. At first, very fun, right? Then it became less fun because they both Crown has reached a place where I have this wall, so it's a lot harder to continue. Beginning of end game, so beginning of the end game, the next one is end game, and they don't want you to end the game, so it's a bit harder. Then we reach the beginning. We ended up the beginning of Shield, and we ended up the beginning of Sword. Now we're in the middle, so this is the place where we're about to go in the end game. We're about to go there. But we're not there yet. Also, the problem with the defensive is the defensive has a peak and the offensive has a peak, right? And it's tough. It's really tough, you know? Now, continuing the subject, right? Then I ended up using the tower, the tower. I have no clue. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Because the 3 playthrough is still fun, you know, but it was fun in a very specific case. And now we're going back to the wonderful world of AFK. I started making content, and you guys can tell that I like talking. I like having conversation with you guys. We're gonna be doing some content even more AFK. So the tower became a playthrough that, again, it was fun to play, but it's only fun to play when I'm uploading video. It's only fun to play when I'm making videos. Like right now, we're filming, we can play 3 times the tower, there's no problem. 2, when we're streaming, that's 3. 2 hours and a half when I sleep every single night, that's 4, right? So we're still playing 7, 8, maybe 9 hours per day, which is still a lot, but it doesn't beat the 12 hour we used to put. And it's weird because at the same time, this is the crunchy part of the subject. This is the crunchy part of the video, if you were wondering. Now, please understand, I'm talking a lot because I don't have a lot of friends. So there you go. So what ended up happening was, I had the 3 phones ready. So when I created the second account and the third account, I was like, okay, well, the first account is not enough to entertain you anymore. The second and the third one, you can make more content. And again, the fact Just think about it for a sec. Well, 1 second became 3 seconds. A minute became 3 minutes. An hour became 3 hours. You know? And it was beautiful. But it came at a big cost. And that big cost is something that is really, really destructive right now. I cannot play one time the tower. If I'm playing the tower, I have to play it on the 3 phones. Right? Now, the 3 phones, I don't mind when I'm streaming. I don't mind when I'm uploading. I don't mind when I'm doing something. I don't mind having it in the background. But I cannot have it as a main thing because I get bored really easily. You know? I couldn't anymore. And then even then, when I'm watching a movie, I don't feel like I'm involved enough. I feel like I have to do more, and that sucks. So yeah. Now, what I was trying to say with the AFK and why it's weird, it's actually quite simple. You see, I'm very involved. I'll make a lot of content. I'm working 9-10 hours a day on making content. And I love it. I love making content. This is my dream. This is my passion. I think for 4 years, it's just fun. Never would I have thought about my biggest playthrough. Biggest playthrough being the most viewed would be the tower. Why? Because it's AFK. But I feel like the AFK of the channel is amazing because I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't do anything else if it wasn't for that. I couldn't do anything else. I don't know. It's so weird to say that one of the most fun playthrough that I have, one of the most fun things that I do is AFK because I'm so involved. I'm so involved in filming. I'm so involved into making content. By the way, the fact that I'm saying I don't know a lot is we're going through a little bit of a depressive episodes, and it makes me very self-conscious, very indecisive. So it's not something that is common occurrence. So the AFK, and it's odd because you take the least effort, and it pissed me off because I was like, dude, I'm making so much effort, and you're like, fuck, what am I doing? But at the same time, it's nice because I get to do something that I love, which is making content, and in the background, I'm getting a cherry on the sundae, which is making content. But my perception of the AFK changed. The AFK, as although not necessarily the best content that I would watch, possibly one of the nicest content I have done, because maybe you guys like the fact that I'm a bit standoffish. I'm a bit not as involved, right? So with the AFK content, and right now I don't and in a case, I always found my mom, and I love my mom. I always found my mom to be acting extremely strange. In one single case, she would leave the TV on. On. Dude. She would leave the whole fucking TV for 8 hours just so when she come back she would have music. And now we're like that too. I like having something on when I'm doing something else. I like having TV on when I come back. AFK is just a good way. I think that the pleasure of AFK is to be able to just let go, to just relax. I got 4 or 5 thing doing. Even right now, we're about to finish this video, and when we finish this video, we're about to go night stroll. The night stroll, I'm going to be taking the GoPro with me, and I got my keys, so I'll be able to have the 3 playthrough recording and making content. And again, it's so fucking. It is so fucking relaxing that I don't need to be there, right? So much AFK, we don't need to be there. But it's still the case of the AFK, and that's still it's so, and I know this is a hard video to follow, and I know my ADHD is taking over, and I know it's weird, but at the same time, it's so weird to have the AFK and something that is so very small. It's not demanding. It's really not demanding to do it. At the same time, it's fun, and you're asking yourself, why is it so fun, right? So to come back to a final Tatizzi, to come back to the AFK, and again, this is gonna be one of the biggest videos that I've done on the gaming channel where I talk to you guys. Final Tatizzi is AFK, and now I realized something. The Tower, which is a game I still love. Admittedly, I don't like it as much. Admittedly, I'm not in love with the game. Admittedly, if I was to do a top 10, the Tower was number 3, and it would possibly be number 8 or number 9. Not because I don't like it, but just because, you know, there's updates, which is great. The game is getting better and better and better, which is also great. But the also the thing with the Tower is, you know, I never played a game for an hour for a year and a half, and that's not true. I've been playing Fortnite, but I don't play Fortnite every single day. I play the Tower every single day. Yeah. So to come back with the AFK, the problem. So before we even start talk about Final Fantasy, I have to talk to you guys about the problem with the Tower. The problem with the Tower is when, and this is me being completely transparent. This is being completely honest. I don't care about being vulnerable in front of you guys. This is my truth. When I created the Tower Shield and the Tower Sword, my plan wasn't to work. My plan was to make content. I was like, yo, this is us. This is it. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, right? And now I have to realize that even after 4 years, it's still YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Kick. It's still a plan B. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's so hard to talk about because I think there's a part of me that believe the three playthrough are true relevant on each other. They're too dependent on each other. If I it's so complex. I don't even know. See, the thing, it's odd because with the Tower, when I had a 3 playthrough, it was the best thing. The best thing I ever done was a 3 playthrough. From having 1 playthrough, 3 playthrough, and some people prefer the sword, some people prefer the shield, some people prefer XYZ. It's normal. But the problem with that is I can't have 1 playthrough going on. So the 3 of them has to be on, and I'm not gonna have a new phone soon. And if I had a 4th phone or a 4th one, what I would do a Tower farm, which is just econ. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. But let's continue with the video. I still want to do AFK because again, you guys like it. It's more chill. I'm a huge listener of the DSP Detractor. I'm part of the Snortex. I watch a lot of DSP, and I always made fun of DSP for the concept of the context of I have no clue. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. I don't make it a sense. I don't make it a lot of sense, right? Just the feeling of making content nonstop and uploading content nonstop and always doing something. Keep myself busy. So with the AFK, that's what it is. It's what it is, you know? But I wouldn't be able... I wouldn't be able to... It's just a big problem. If and only if I go to work tomorrow. You know, and tomorrow I'm working, and tomorrow we might be working, by the way. We have an interview in about 6 hours, and I'm so excited. That's why I'm making the video, because I can't sleep. I'm too excited to sleep. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to go to work and leave only the shield and the sword on. And to be honest, this is what I have to do, because the sword and the shield are, they're behind the crown. So by doing this, we would have something that is more, kinda, you know? But I couldn't, because I would feel like, oh, I need to do something, you know? So this is where Final Fantasy come in. Final Fantasy come in. Final Fantasy is a very short story. We came in, we were broke in the apartment. We started playing video games, they were all boring. Let's just be honest here. 2012 mobile gaming isn't 2025 mobile gaming, right? So there was a lot of games that weren't up to it. Final Fantasy to me is a perfect game. It's a game where you're collecting resources, your rogue game. It's so good. It's so good. How can I say this? There's a rebirth system, there's weapon skin, there's skin for characters. It's a game that lasted 4 years. It was a cash grab. So what happened, it was a company called Nanu, and they had a couple of games. This game worked really well. And what ended up happening was like, they stopped their service. So then they would have this, it's so odd. They would have this announcement saying, "Hey, we're closing the server at the end of this month." But there was no precise. There was not even one thing said about it. Crystal Light is very strong. Very, very, very strong. So with Final Fantasy, what happened is, it was a game that I really enjoyed. However, we would play it on the tablet, not the tablet, the older tablet. And it broke. I couldn't play it. And I could no longer download it. So then I was thinking about it, I was talking about it, because, again, it sucks to say, but if you look at the tower, and if you look at Final Fantasy, it's kind of the same thing. You get diamond by clicking on... Final Fantasy is a bit more involved. It's a bit less AFK. But it's still an AFK game. So what you do is you rebirth. So it's complex. You got your heroes rebirth, but your allies doesn't rebirth. Your allies will attack without you tapping the screen. Your hero will only attack if you're tapping the screen. So what you need to do is you need to buy the skin. By playing the game, you get some diamond. You collect diamond until you get the warrior. The warrior has a lot of health, so it's able to resist a lot of attack. It doesn't matter how weak the warrior is, because the ally skin are going to be strong enough. So my warrior survive, my allies attack, you know? And this is what it is. Now, the Final Fantasy, the greatest thing about Final Fantasy is it would be the very perfect way to do it. Because it's only one playthrough. There's nothing I can change. There's no strategy to it. It's just playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. There's no strategy. So for example, in the tower, you could do a glass cannon, you could do a turtle, right? Now, with the tower, you would have a stats that is torn, which is basically you attack me and I do some damage, and because your attack is so weak compared to my extreme health, that you attack twice and you're dead. So yeah, so with Final Fantasy, it would still be the same. It would still be the same skin. It would still be the same allies. There's some treasure, which is something that changed. So basically, what you do is you go the furthest possible, then you die, or you rebirth, and then you get some keys. Now the keys you're gonna get are gonna be items. They're gonna be lasting no matter the playthrough, no matter how many playthrough you are. The more you rebirth, the more treasure you have. The more treasure you have, the stronger you are. The stronger you are, the more you get down. So basically, what we're able to do at the very end, we're able to go to sleep, and go to sleep. Going to sleep would, let's say, we're at 200. We were at 200. We would rebirth. That's not important. What is important is because this is such a one playthrough. I could do this. I could do this. I could go to work. I could go to work, and it would be finished. It would be finished. I don't have to worry about bringing the 3 phones. I don't have to worry about, oh fuck, I did one playthrough, but I didn't do the 3 playthrough. Right, so Final Fantasy would be the way to go, and would be the way to go in a sense of, okay, we're here, we're able to do X, Y, Z, W, whatever you want to call it, and work, going to shopping, going to see my mom, even going to see my mom. With my father, it's not a big deal because my father lives close, but my mom, I would have to go to the bus, and I wouldn't have my phone. It would be something troublesome. And that's pretty much it. So, it would still be playing the tower. Um, it would be so nice, and having only one playthrough. Also, gotta admit, what I was saying is still true. Um, I do have very good Wi-Fi. I do tend to upload a lot. I do. Now the problem is we can up. Okay, so it's very complex. It's very complex. I have a speed of internet that is able to upload 9.6 gigs per hour, right? One playthrough of the tower is 8 gig per hour, so we're still good. 3 playthrough of the tower is 24 gigs, which takes me 3 hours. It's too much. So yeah, I can't do it anymore. So with this, and at the same time, what I would do is I would leave the 2 phones at home, upload this. Now the greatest thing about it is this is only if we're working. Um, it would still be some AFK content. Um, you see, this is all of this for this simple sentence of we're still gonna be doing AFK content. I love making AFK content. We found a way to do AFK content at work when we're gonna work, and we're still gonna be playing the tower. See, the thing with the Final Fantasy, what is awesome is most of the game that I'm playing right now, they take some time, right? And because it takes some time, for example, Final Fantasy is fucking amazing. In a sense, it is so unbelievable right now what we're doing. We're playing Final Fantasy on this phone. On this phone. Now, what I would do is I have Arknight. And Arknight's a lot of grinding. So when I'm grinding on Arknight, I have Final Fantasy, right? G Eternal, which is Gundam Eternal. It's a lot of reading, but when I'm reading, I can play Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is also a game where you don't need to read, you don't need to focus. All you do is tap the screen and getting your diamond. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So we would have everything. We would work. We would play one playthrough, and that's it. And at the end of the day, we would get everything we needed more. Right? And everything we needed more would be. What more do you want? See, it's also the fact that with the tower, I had this. I think it's security. I think it's security. I think it's the fact that we are knowledgeable on the fact that whatever happened, whatever we do, we're still playing a game. We're still chilling. And I think with a tree, the tree is still manageable. It sounds like that's not manageable, but when I'm sleeping, all I have to do is put an alarm clock. After 2 hours and a half, close it. That's it. You know. 2 hours, hour and a half. That's it. We're good. I sleep. I wake up. The worst thing is, I sleep. I wake up. I do the 2 hours and a half. I close the phone, which is my favorite way to close a recording. I upload here, it's a S for shield, and I upload here, and it's C. Even here, what we're doing is we have 1 terabyte of storage. So what I'm able to do is I'm able to wait until we're working. For example, this weekend we were working, so we upload a lot of storage content. And that is pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys, take it easy. What a long video. Sorry if it was confusing, sorry if it was a bit of... I don't plan my videos, I'm just going in. And I think that's something that's cool. And if you don't think that's cool, that's your choice, and that's your opinion, and I respect that. But I do love you, and I do think that you are awesome. I hope that you think I'm somewhat awesome. Yeah, love you guys. My loneliness is nailing me. Then now. And I we're still believing, still believe. Still believe, still believe. My loneliness is killing me, and don't blink. If you blink, because they're having a wonderful 14-day. Whoa. Let's redo this. Let's redo this. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because we're doing well on this 14th May 2025, or today. Today's actually a really cool day because for the first time in a while, I'm doing kind of good. I'm doing actually really, really good. And it's allowing me to want to make videos. It's allowing me to have the motivation to film, which is a blessing in itself. Now, that being said, that I just watched Curb Your Enthusiasm. Curb Your Enthusiasm. You can tell I'm tired, but it's okay because this is my last video of the day. Now that and then Curb Your Enthusiasm, they were like, "Yo," they didn't say "yo." That's me. They're saying like, I haven't said that. It's a weird thing to say. So that being said, it's kind of the same thing, which is why I'm thinking about it. You can tell I'm in a good mood. So thank you if you're watching this. Know that I love you. I haven't been present on social media, but if you're watching this and you feel like I do love you, and you feel like deep down, you're a person I care for. You're right, I do care for you. I don't care about everybody. I don't care for most people, but there is a small privileged amount of people that I truly care for. And you know what? You have this girlfriend, you have this boyfriend, right? And they're telling, "Oh, I love this person, and I love this person, and I love this person," and then you said I love you, and you're like, "Do you really love me? Because you like this one, and this one." I'm telling you, I don't love you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I fucking hate you. I think you're a shitty person, but I like you. So that I like you, I mean it. Today we're talking about how not to start a video. But hey, this is something that you're. Oops. But if the video was about, this is how you don't start a video, then the video would end here, right? So instead, what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna talk about insecurities. We talked a little bit here. How did I get from the intro to insecurities? It's actually quite simple. Since today we're doing better, but we're not doing perfect. We're doing better, right? And it's a lot of, how can I say this? It's a lot of see, shouldn't be doing 4 things at once. Wait, 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's finished. Lucky me, something magical. My loneliness, it's killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me. And I wish I knew the other part. The other lyrics is "Oh baby, baby, I wasn't supposed to know. Show me to be. Tell me, baby, what I need to know now. Watch me now. My loneliness is killing me. I must confess. I still believe. What am I singing? Because I'm trying to get some time while we're fun and exposed, because we're consuming a lot of French Canadian content. Don't know why, but it's mostly about expose. So that being said, let's continue with the main subject. Whoa! I got neighbors, and they're sleeping like normal people. Does that make us not normal? I think it does. How do I feel about the fact that I'm not normal? Pretty good. Pretty good. Right now I'm still trying to get some time. Why aren't you not working, dude? Por favor. Trabajo, por favor. ¿Por qué no trabajo? You know say. Okay, so we're gonna give up. A little bit of water, a little bit of wiping on my prestige pants, which is the proof that I'm wearing pants. Please don't look down. My eyes are up here. Thank you so much. 5, 4, 3. I'm begging you, dude. Okay, it doesn't work. Doo-doo-doo. Give me a sign.
Pourquoi, Max Boy? J'ai fait des erreurs, j'ai assumé mes erreurs. Mais moi aussi.
And of course, the second we turn the video off, it's working. Okay, maybe not the second. Okay, now maybe not the minute. Okay, maybe not the hour. Maybe 3 hours later, we're still here. Truthfully, this is lie, haha. So, talk about the insecurities. So, long story short, because it's already a long story. Because today we're doing better, and a lot better. A fly. Touch like a fly in the web of your lie. If truth be told now, or it's meet your demise. And because we've been in a better mood. I've been making videos, but at the same time, we're not completely healed. And it's weird because since we're not completely healed, I don't know. And I think that this is the perfect sense. We've been very insecure today. A lot of the things that I'm saying, I'm hesitating. A lot of time that I'm talking, I'm taking a break because I'm trying to find something good to say. And there's no like, what I like about myself or my content is, it doesn't matter how little sense it makes. It's constant. It's a constant flow, right? It's a water. I'm Aquarius. I need to prove it. Here you go. Hopefully you guys believe me because of that. You don't believe me? You're right. I'm not Aquarius. I'm a fraud. So then we're like a river, right? And in that river there's a lot of rock, and that rock, it makes the water go there and go there and go there. The water still start from the same point and still end the same point. With that river, today I've been making a lot of content. We made up about 10 videos, which is not a lot, but compared to what we did over the last 2 weeks, that's a lot. Dude, we've been so hesitating, we're so insecure. And I think the insecurity is something quite human, but quite beautiful. See, last week we made some content. Last week, I'll be completely honest, I was under influences. I was under a medication called Trinitrix, which is a antidepressant medication. It was way too strong. Am I blaming the doctor for giving me Trinitrix? No. Do I think that was something, the dose that was given to me was too strong? Yes, absolutely. I did mention that I was taking some. I did mention that I was hyperactive, and I took a lot of hyperactive medication when I was younger, and so basically what happened is I believe, I'm not a pro. I believe that there's something that, and the hyperactive medication, I think it stabilizes you, right? And I think the antidepressant is a bit stabilizing also. So the possibly are similar, right? In XYZ way. It's so odd. It's so odd. We've been so hesitating today, and like I said last week, even right now we're hesitating, and you'll ultimately, I don't mind. People say, "Oh, you're doing some misinformation." No, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. Yeah. So because we've been making content today, we see how we react to it, right? And technically speaking, because I've been making content, I've been talking, and ultimately speaking, yes, it feels good. It feels like a therapy, but we've been very hesitating, and I don't know why. Last week I was taking the medication, right, and I felt high, and I felt like I was on a cloud, and I felt so light, but I was also feeling very drunk. right? That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. But there's hesitation. It's odd because I feel like we're insecure, and I'm not used to be insecure. Do I feel insecure in real life? Yes, I do feel insecure in a lot of situations. But ultimately speaking, we're also filming here. That's why I'm looking. I don't feel insecure in a lot of situations. I'm making videos, and ultimately speaking, my videos, they don't have the reach. They don't have a lot of reach. They just don't. If I get a couple of views, I'm very happy, right? So why am I hesitating? Why am I so insecure? And I think that it's absolutely phenomenal because when we're not depressed, when we're doing okay, we're pushing, and I think the impulsiveness is a big part of me. I think I would qualify myself as this. Again, we were talking about river. If I can keep the river flowing, as a river, do you see a river stops? No. You can put it. You can put a drain, and then a river will stop, but it's still flowing. Right? I don't know. Just why am I feeling insecure? Why am I hesitating? And the simple principle is so interesting. Am I less impulsive because I don't feel as confident? Am I feeling less impulsive because I'm depressed? Am I feeling less impulsive because this is not the main focus and my health is a bit more important? Is it because I'm finally treating this as a plan B, not a plan A? Is it because I'm actively looking for a job and we work this weekend and we have an interview tomorrow? Because that has to do with it, right? Plan A, plan B. Oh yeah, this is important. Maybe maybe we're more thoughtful, right? Even when it comes to making content, I was supposed to stream 4 days ago. I was supposed to restart streaming the 9. It is the 14, and I haven't streamed. This is 5 days. It's a lot. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have no clue what to do. I'll. Is this? Why is this so important? Why am I even making this video? Because this security is coming from somewhere. It didn't appear like that, and it didn't disappear. You know what I mean? I don't know. See, the security right now. I don't know. See, I'm so insecure about what I'm saying. And because with the AD, and I'm not using the ADHD as issues, please understand that. But because of that, and even then, I've been watching a lot of Cobra GFS, which is using it has a really good understanding of autism. You know? Maybe that's what we're doing right now. It's not on purpose, but we're doing a lot. Right? It's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like I don't understand where it comes from, right? I think usually what we're doing is we're going down a slope, right? And we start with this idea and we get down a slope, and then you know what? I want to go left, I want to go right, but I still ended up down the road. But then when we stopped, and when we're insecure and we take breaks and we're thinking about what to say next, I think this is where it goes, you know, because when you're going down the slope, if you stop, pop, you know. Good, Diamond. we lost one of them. Yeah, okay, cool. Nah, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not even doing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable, right? I really don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable making. I don't know. And I don't want to end this video here because you guys are going to be thinking I'm not doing well and I'm doing better. It's just this insecurity. I'm not aware of it. But at the same time, like I said, it's a good thing because you guys understand that this is part of you. You guys have to understand that, okay, well, it's coming from something. There's deep-rooted issue and you have to fix them because if you don't fix those deep-rooted issues, they'll always come back and come back and come back and come back. You know? It's part of it. You see, the fact that we're simply hesitating. Why am I not able to have this complete line of thought? Right? And then the answer is, how do I have usually a complete train of thought? And what changes, right? And I don't know. It's a good thing because it's a reflection, you know? It's a reflection. It is a reflection. I think if you're looking for a reason as to why, I feel like I overshare. I feel like I'm always completely open-minded, you know? And I don't know, you know? Maybe I'm insecure about how I feel. Maybe I'm insecure about what's going on in my life right now, right? And maybe because of that insecurities, I'm less open to share. Because we're less open to share. You see, maybe, I don't know. Just maybe that's not hesitation, right? Maybe that's this decision making. I'm taking a decision to talk about this or not, right? Anyway, it's weird, but life is weird. Why am I making this video? There's no reason as to why. What am I talking about? I don't even know. But I just felt like sharing that. I just felt like sharing. You see, talking about the reason as to why we're hesitating is asking yourself the question as to why. If you don't talk about it, if you don't talk about it, I think this is more so a work of introspection. It's a more so a question of, hey, I was wondering something. That's pretty much it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. What a weird video, huh? Don't blink as you blink. Welcome to our show. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day on this 14th May 2025. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that's kind of cool. Talking about success. So we were making content. We've been making content for 4 years, right? And a lot of people, success and fame has always been such a weird concept for me. By the way, I'm still going through depression. That's why I'm going to be hesitating. That's why I don't have a clear thought, line of thought. That's why I'm hesitating a lot, and I'm gonna have a weird discourse. That's why the way we're thinking is different, right? However, we're doing good. It's beautiful outside. We're having fun. We're making videos. I'm listening to a show. I have 3 videos of the tower going on. We're good. See. Success has always been weird for me. Fame has always been weird for me, right? See? And it's always been weird because in my mind, I don't find myself to be famous. I don't find myself to be successful. Now, ultimately speaking, yeah, my worst critic was pretty normal. That's pretty average shit. It's something that you're going to see day in, day out. But at the same time, there's a lot of discourse about it, right? People that have been trying to make content, they often see me as this more successful person, right? And it's kind of nice because they don't see the work behind the scene. Like, for example, do I find myself to be extremely lucky? Yes. The community that I have is amazing. I think I'm pretty lucky. I think I achieved something. Did I achieve as much as I think I should have achieved? No. Did I think it's going to take me 4 years to achieve what I achieve right now? No. Do I think that after 4 years, I'm telling you something. My plan, this has always been a plan A, and now it's becoming a plan B. So we're taking a step back. We're taking a step back from making content, and it's weird. It's really weird. But and at the same time, this story of success has always been weird, right? And then, because it's always been weird, I've been wondering about success. And ultimately speaking, you see, it's odd because if you're a plumber, right? For you, a successful person is going to be another plumber. For a musician, is going to be a successful musician. A successful actor is going to be seeing other successful actors. So I, of course, went to other social media, and we're not going to lie, social media is extremely, extremely hard to accomplish. To me, Sir Wins-A-Lot is the most successful person that I know. Is he as successful as he should be? No. Does he put a lot of work in? Yes. He's been making content as much as I have, and he's been making it for as long as I have, right? And yes, he's more famous than me, but still. Now, ultimately speaking, what is fame, right? I think fame, I could describe my description of fame, but it's such a different discourse for everybody. I have a definition, you have a definition, my neighbor have a definition, we have the same definition, me and this neighbor, we agree, which is a miracle. But at the same time, see, fame, dude, what it is for you, ask yourself the question, what does the fame mean for me, right? Am I looking to be famous? No. Am I looking to make $1 billion? No. The dream is still the same. It's still to be able to survive and make a living out of it, right? Which is really fucking cool. And then I see myself as not successful, but it's the fish I'm getting. I'm getting people say, "Hey, I'm one of your fan," right? And I'm like, dude, I'm a normal guy. Or, for example, I love your content, and I'm like, dude, normal. My very first interpretation of fame was, again, is the followers, is getting 9,000 followers on TikTok, which made me crazy because I was obsessed. But in person, my very first was with my ex, and she was watching the video, and I was like, this is weird because this is the very first time that somebody was watching the video and say, this is what I thought. Janice has done it, but Janice, I know Janice from the content. I don't even know if I'll ever meet Janice. I love Janice, but I don't even know if I'll meet him. With my ex, I met her. We saw each other in real life, so it's different, right? She was watching the video and she was saying, hey, you said that and this is what I thought about it. And I'm like, you watched the video, that's weird, right? You make videos, but you don't think that people are going to be watching. You're making videos and you hope that people are going to be watching. You make videos and you hope that someone somehow thinks that you're kind of cool and they follow you, right? Or they like the video, or they leave a comment because it helped with the algorithm. Once again, fame is dependent on the algorithm, but we will really understand the algorithm, right? With how much it changed. See, hesitation because we're thinking about what we're saying, because we're insecure because I'm going through something right now, right? But then fame in itself is such a weird concept. You find yourself being this normal person, right? Yet there's people. There's normal people. You see, doesn't matter how famous you are, you still eat the same thing. You still do groceries. You still have kids. Ultimately, right now, the goal is to be living off making content, right? But is that really the goal in life? No. My goal is to find somebody that I love, to have a decent house, to have kids. And that's the dream of everybody else, right? And that's pretty normal. So this concept of fame, and it's odd because this is where we're going into the subject, right? People are like, dude, you're kind of famous, and I'm like, not really. And then it's funny because a lot of people are like, dude, help me out. And I'm like, am I really the right person to help you out getting to where you want to get? Because imagine, in your mind, in your opinion, you're not where I want to go. I'm not at the end of the line. I'm not at the finish line. I'm not at the finish line, and they're asking me to say, "Hey, can you get me to the finish line?" I'm like, dude, I'm not even halfway through there, right? And ultimately speaking, I think that fame is also a weird concept because we're planning to do this for 20, 30, 40 years. And people are like, dude, how do you feel about it? And I'm like, wow, I'm 4 years out of 45. This is so early, right? Again, my parents have a lot of things to do with it. My father working in the same company for 26 years, my mom working in the same company for 31 years, right? 4 year is nothing, but it's still a lot, right? Right? It's odd. It's really odd. It's really, really odd. Um, it's really odd. Can't believe it. How much we've done, you know? And this is the video. So, fame also is a synonym of success, right? Are we successful? Not really, right? Um, I don't see myself. I don't imagine myself becoming famous, right? But I can imagine myself becoming successful. I do believe it's what you're looking for. Are you looking for fame? What are you looking for? Are you looking for monetary? Are you looking for recognition? Are you looking for fame? Are you looking for, depends on what you're looking for, right? Um, and then today I was making a video because I'm depressed. Today's a good day, but I'm still depressed. And it was a discourse of we're feeling better, but we're not 100% yet, right? We're not 100% yet, which is good because I don't want to be 100%, but not really 100%. I want to take my time to heal, the time that I need, not the time that I think I need, the time that I really need. Um, and I was making the video about being insecure, and then a lot of the thing that I said, and something I've said a lot lately, um, which is we made so many videos. We worked really hard, and ultimately speaking, I don't think that the result. We're looking for the result, which is views, which is likes, which is comments, which is follows, right? But the reality, the rule, the even the results is the amount of video that we made, right? And like I said, I was looking for another form of success, and I was looking at people on YouTube and on a Reddit group of successful small YouTuber. And you look at the content and authentic content and genuine content that they made themselves, original content was really rare. And they were famous, but they were doing the same kind of edit that everybody else was doing. They were famous, but they were using the song. They were famous, but they were using the show that was popular right now. It's funny, we saw three different content creators from that group do a different edit, but of the same moments of Solo Leveling, which is one of the biggest show right now. But Solo Leveling, they releasing a show every week, so you're doing the same edit for 1 week, right? And you're putting different song, of course, but then you go with the song that's the most popular, right? So you're tricking the algorithm by chasing everything that the algorithm pushes, you know? And then people were making fun of the fact that, oh, you made so many videos and you don't have this many followers and this is a joke. But then today we kept on, and I feel like this came from a place of I have to defend myself because, again, we made 29,000 videos, right? We're about to reach 30,000. Well, technically speaking, we reached 37,000 because I'm at 29 normal, and I have, I think it's 9,000 gaming channel, right? And yeah. But at the same time, what if the result was the amount of work we put in? What if the amount of work that we put in was actually something that was enough for me to be proud of? What if success and fame was being proud of yourself? What if being successful was thinking that you're successful? Meaning, you know what? I made this amount of work, right? What if the worst thing that happened to you was you had this plan A, and now it's plan B? I have no clue. I don't know. So weird. You're watching the. This is the last 4 years of your life, you know. Just doing something for the last 4 years is successful. The amount of work that we put in first is successful. The fact that we didn't give up is successful. That's pretty much it. You know? Maybe it's the fact that it doesn't matter how much success and numbers I had, it's the amount of work I put in. The blood, sweat, and tears. The determination, the motivation, the not giving up. That's the biggest props I can give myself. And as in a period of insecurities, in a period of doubt, this is very reconforting. This is really, it's just such a good way to feeling. It's just such a good feeling to be like, you know what? You did it, dude. You did it. See, the subject of the fame, it is something that's not reachable. But you might have reached some fame yourself. And then we talk about fame and we talk about success. But there's one word we didn't talk about, which is another synonym, which is accomplishment. And we accomplished some shit, you know? That is pretty much it. So it's gonna be it. I have 9% batteries. Let's go sleep. Love you guys. Take it easy.